Is the fish on your plate helping or hurting you? It's a question many of us grapple with as we navigate the seafood aisle or peruse a restaurant menu. We know fish should be a healthy choice, a source of lean protein and essential nutrients. But are we truly getting the benefits we seek, or are there hidden dangers lurking beneath the surface? When it comes to seafood, the questions are particularly complex. Is farm-raised fish a healthy and sustainable option, or are there risks associated with their controlled environments? How do wild-caught fish compare? For generations, humans have relied on the bounty of the oceans for sustenance and nourishment. Seafood, with its rich flavor and diverse textures, has held a prominent place in cultures around the globe. One of the most celebrated benefits of seafood is its high protein content. Fish provides a lean source of essential amino acids, crucial for muscle growth, tissue repair, and overall bodily function. Unlike some protein sources, fish is generally low in saturated fat, making it a heart-healthy choice. But the true nutritional star of seafood lies in its omega-3 fatty acids, essential for brain health, heart health, and reducing inflammation. The decision of whether to consume farm-raised or wild-caught fish is not always straightforward. Farm-raised fish, also known as aquaculture, involves raising fish in controlled environments, such as tanks or netted enclosures. This method has gained popularity as a way to meet the growing global demand for seafood. However, concerns have been raised about the potential for contamination in farm-raised fish. The close quarters and controlled environments can create breeding grounds for parasites and diseases, potentially leading to the use of antibiotics and pesticides. Let's dive deeper into the remarkable benefits of omega-3 fatty acids found in seafood. These essential fats, particularly EPA and DHA, are crucial components of our cell membranes and play a vital role in numerous bodily functions. Think of omega-3s as the body's natural anti-inflammatories. In a world increasingly affected by chronic inflammation, consuming adequate omega-3s can help combat these inflammatory processes. But the benefits of omega-3s extend far beyond their anti-inflammatory properties. These powerful fats are essential for brain health, supporting cognitive function, memory, and even mood regulation. From the earliest stages of development in the womb to our golden years, omega-3 fatty acids, particularly DHA, play a crucial role in shaping and maintaining a healthy brain. DHA is a major structural component of brain cell membranes, influencing their fluidity and flexibility. Studies have shown that adequate intake of DHA during pregnancy and infancy is linked to improved cognitive development and better visual acuity. As we age, maintaining optimal brain health becomes even more critical, with omega-3s playing a protective role against age-related cognitive decline. Beyond their remarkable benefits for the brain, omega-3 fatty acids also contribute significantly to cardiovascular health. These heart-healthy fats have been shown to lower triglyceride levels, reduce blood pressure, and improve overall cholesterol profiles. One of the ways omega-3s support heart health is by reducing the risk of blood clots, which can lead to heart attacks and strokes. Furthermore, omega-3s help lower levels of triglycerides, a type of fat found in the blood that, when elevated, can increase the risk of heart disease. By reducing triglyceride levels and improving cholesterol balance, these essential fats contribute to a healthier lipid profile. The benefits of omega-3 fatty acids extend beyond their impact on brain and heart health. These versatile nutrients also play a role in reducing inflammation throughout the body, supporting joint health, promoting healthy vision, and even improving skin health. For individuals with inflammatory conditions such as arthritis, omega-3s can provide natural relief by reducing joint pain, stiffness, and swelling. Moreover, omega-3s are essential for maintaining healthy vision. DHA, in particular, is a major structural component of the retina, supporting optimal retinal function. Imagine two salmon fillets side by side on a bed of ice. One, a vibrant, almost iridescent pink, hails from the icy depths of the North Atlantic, a wild salmon that has spent its life battling currents and evading predators. The other, a paler pink, comes from a farm, raised in a controlled environment, its movements restricted, its diet carefully calibrated. Which fish is the better choice? This seemingly simple question lies at the heart of the debate surrounding farm-raised versus wild-caught fish. Both offer the nutritional benefits we associate with seafood: lean protein, essential vitamins and minerals, and those coveted omega-3 fatty acids. But their journeys from hatching to our plates are vastly different, with significant implications for our health and the environment. The romance of wild-caught fish, the image of a lone fisherman battling the elements to haul in a prize catch, has a powerful hold on our imaginations. It speaks to a time when our connection to nature felt more tangible, our food less processed. But behind this idyllic image lies a complex and often troubling reality. Overfishing, habitat destruction, and climate change have all taken a toll on wild fish populations. Moreover, the pristine image of wild-caught fish doesn't always align with the realities of contamination from industrial pollutants and microplastics. As concerns about the sustainability of wild-caught fish have grown, aquaculture, the practice of farming fish, has emerged as a potential solution. Proponents argue that it offers a more controlled and predictable way to meet the world's growing demand for seafood, reducing pressure on wild populations. Aquaculture encompasses a wide range of practices, from small-scale family-run operations to massive industrial facilities. Fish are raised in ponds, tanks, or netted enclosures, their environments carefully monitored and their diets controlled to optimize growth and yield. In theory, aquaculture has the potential to be a more sustainable and environmentally friendly way to produce seafood. One of the most significant challenges facing the aquaculture industry is the question of feed. Farmed fish, particularly carnivorous species like salmon and tuna, require large amounts of protein and fat in their diets to grow and thrive. Traditionally, this has meant feeding them fish meal and fish oil derived from smaller, wild-caught fish. This reliance on wild-caught fish for feed raises serious sustainability concerns. To address these concerns, the aquaculture industry has been exploring alternative feed sources, such as plant-based proteins from soy, algae, and insects. Finding the right balance of nutrients to ensure the health and growth of farmed fish remains a key area of research and development. The image of a pristine fish farm, carefully managing every aspect of production to deliver a healthy and sustainable product, is appealing. But the reality, as with most things, is more nuanced. One of the most pressing concerns surrounding farm-raised fish is the potential for contamination, a risk inherent in any form of intensive animal agriculture. Imagine thousands of fish packed tightly together in pens or tanks, creating a breeding ground for bacteria and parasites. To combat these risks, fish farmers often turn to antibiotics and other pharmaceuticals, raising concerns about the development of antibiotic-resistant bacteria. The overuse of antibiotics in animal agriculture is a pressing global health concern, and fish farming is no exception. When antibiotics are used extensively, bacteria can develop resistance, rendering the drugs less effective or even useless in treating infections. This resistance can then spread through the environment and the food chain, posing a significant threat to public health. While some aquaculture operations have made strides in reducing antibiotic use, the practice remains widespread, particularly in large-scale intensive farms. Beyond antibiotics, other pharmaceuticals are used in aquaculture, including pesticides to control parasites and other pests. Pesticides, a broad term encompassing insecticides, herbicides, and fungicides, are used in various ways in aquaculture. They may be applied directly to the water to control parasites or used to treat the feed that fish consume. While these chemicals can be effective in controlling pests, their use raises concerns about their potential impact on the environment and human health. Some pesticides are persistent in the environment, meaning they break down slowly and can accumulate in sediments, water, and the food chain. This accumulation can have far-reaching consequences for aquatic ecosystems and human health through the consumption of contaminated seafood. Another concern associated with fish farming is the escape of farmed fish into the wild. While this might seem like a minor issue, it can have significant ecological consequences, particularly for wild fish populations. Farmed fish, bred for specific traits like fast growth and disease resistance, can interbreed with their wild counterparts, potentially diluting the genetic diversity of wild populations. Moreover, escaped farmed fish can compete with wild fish for food, habitat, and mates, potentially disrupting established ecosystems. The potential for contamination, the use of antibiotics and pesticides, and the risk of escapes are all important factors to consider when evaluating the sustainability and safety of farm-raised fish. Beyond the dinner plate. The debate over farm-raised versus wild-caught fish often centers on the food on our plates, its safety, nutritional value, and perhaps taste. But the impact of our seafood choices extends far beyond our individual health concerns. It ripples through ecosystems affecting marine life, coastal communities, and the very future of our oceans. Sustainability, a word often used but not always fully grasped, lies at the heart of this discussion. It's about more than just ensuring we have enough fish to eat today. It's about preserving the delicate balance of marine ecosystems for generations to come. It's about recognizing that our choices have consequences, not just for ourselves, but for the intricate web of life that sustains us all. Take, for instance, the issue of waste. Fish farms, particularly large-scale, intensive operations, produce a significant amount of waste, uneaten food, feces, antibiotics, and other chemicals that can pollute surrounding waters. This pollution can lead to oxygen depletion, algal blooms, and the death of marine life, creating dead zones where little can survive. Imagine a thriving coral reef, teeming with colorful fish, intricate corals, and a symphony of life. Now picture that same reef, smothered in a blanket of algae, the water cloudy with waste, the once vibrant ecosystem choked and silent. This is the potential consequence of unchecked pollution from fish farms. The waste generated by concentrated fish populations, if not properly managed, can overwhelm the natural filtering capacity of the surrounding environment. Excess nutrients, particularly nitrogen and phosphorus, fuel the rapid growth of algae, blocking sunlight and suffocating marine life. This process, known as eutrophication, can transform once thriving ecosystems into barren wastelands. Furthermore, the decomposition of organic waste consumes oxygen in the water, leading to hypoxia or low oxygen levels. Fish and other marine organisms need oxygen to survive, and when levels plummet, it can lead to mass die-offs, disrupting the delicate balance of the ecosystem. The impact of aquaculture extends beyond fish farms. The demand for fish meal pressures wild fish populations, especially anchovies, sardines, and menhaden. Forage fish are crucial for predators like tuna, seabirds, and marine mammals. Depletion affects the entire ecosystem. Predators struggle to find food, leading to population declines. This disrupts the natural food chain. Large nets cause significant bycatch, including sea turtles, sharks, and seabirds. Bycatch exacerbates the decline of marine populations. The challenges of unsustainable aquaculture are significant, but not insurmountable. A growing movement is embracing sustainable practices, driven by consumer demand and environmental regulations. Alternative feed sources like plant-based proteins and insects are being explored. These innovations aim to reduce environmental impact and improve sustainability. With so much information swirling around, it's understandable to feel overwhelmed when trying to make responsible seafood choices. Who should we listen to? What are the key takeaways from the experts who have dedicated their careers to understanding the complexities of seafood production and consumption? The consensus among many marine scientists, conservationists, and health professionals is clear. We need a more nuanced approach to seafood, one that considers the interconnectedness of our choices and their impact on both human and ecological health. This means moving away from simplistic labels like good fish and bad fish and embracing a more holistic understanding of the factors at play. Dr. Jane Lubchenco, a renowned marine ecologist and former administrator of the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, emphasizes the importance of choosing seafood from well-managed fisheries and aquaculture operations. We need to be asking where our seafood comes from, how it was caught or raised, and what impact those practices have on the environment, she says. So, how do we translate these expert recommendations into concrete actions in our daily lives? How do we navigate the often confusing world of seafood labels and certifications, making choices that align with our values and contribute to a more sustainable and equitable food system? One valuable resource for consumers is the Monterey Bay Aquarium's Seafood Watch program. Seafood Watch provides science-based recommendations for seafood choices, rating species as best choices, good alternatives, or avoid based on their environmental impact and management practices. Their website and mobile app offer a convenient way to access this information while shopping or dining out. Another helpful tool is the Marine Stewardship Council, MSC certification. The MSC sets rigorous standards for sustainable fishing practices, assessing fisheries on their impact on fish populations, their interaction with the ecosystem, and their management systems. Products bearing the MSC Blue label come from fisheries that have been independently certified as sustainable. Beyond specific labels and certifications, experts emphasize the importance of a broader shift in perspective when it comes to seafood. This includes moving away from a mindset of abundance and embracing a more mindful approach to consumption, recognizing that seafood is a precious and finite resource. We need to shift our thinking from, "What fish can I eat?" to "How can I be a responsible seafood consumer?" says Dr. Callum Roberts, a marine conservation biologist at the University of York. This means considering our choices not just in terms of personal preference, but also in terms of their impact on the health of the oceans and the livelihoods of those who depend on them. Practical steps we can take include diversifying our seafood choices, incorporating more plant-based meals into our diets, reducing food waste, and supporting policies that promote sustainable seafood practices. By embracing these changes, we can all play a role in creating a more sustainable and equitable future for seafood. The choices we make today will determine the future of seafood for generations to come. By supporting sustainable fishing and aquaculture practices, reducing our impact on marine ecosystems, and advocating for responsible policies, we can help ensure that future generations have the opportunity to experience the bounty and wonder of the oceans. Imagine a future where thriving fishing communities coexist with healthy, abundant marine ecosystems, where seafood choices are driven not by price or convenience, but by a deep respect for the interconnectedness of human and ecological health. This is the future we can create if we act now, with knowledge, compassion, and a shared commitment to protecting our planet's most precious resources. The journey toward a more sustainable seafood system is ongoing, and it requires a collective effort from consumers, producers, policymakers, and advocates. By working together, we can create a future where both people and the planet thrive, ensuring that the question, "Is the fish on your plate helping or hurting you?" is always met with a resounding helping. As we've journeyed through the intricate world of seafood, one thing is clear: there's no easy answer, no single right choice. The decision of whether to consume farm-raised or wild-caught fish, or to forego seafood altogether, is personal. Both options have benefits and drawbacks shaped by practices and our values. In the face of these complexities, it's easy to feel powerless, but every choice we make about food casts a vote for the food system we want. The future of our oceans depends on a collective shift in mindset. We must prioritize sustainability, equity, and respect for all life. Consumers, producers, and policymakers must work together for a sustainable seafood system. The journey towards sustainable seafood is long and winding, with no easy answers. It requires dialogue, collaboration, and challenging the status quo, but it's worth it for our health, future generations, and the ocean's bounty. Imagine thriving coastal communities and healthy marine ecosystems. Sustainable practices ensure long-term health of the environment and livelihoods. Consumers make informed choices, understanding human and ecological health. This future is possible with intention, compassion, and commitment. Our choices today determine the course of this journey. Let's choose wisely for the oceans, future generations, and well-being.